time of 7:59, and that's how that one's going to end. We will meet you back at the start line, which we're there. We're at the start line. This is the men's 4th Varsity 8 race. And, Joe, this one features a mix of heavyweight and lightweight.
I was going to say, this will be the first time that we'll see one of Coach Smith and Coach Burke's boats out here. The Tiger Lights 3V is going to race up into this heavyweight event so that they've got a sparring partner, as we'll see with the Platt and Harriet crews later. Cornell just has sort of a top 16 here, and so this gives a good racing opportunity. And the Lights are going out and making some noise. They're holding on to 2 premier heavyweight 4Vs right now in Syracuse and Brown.
Yeah, I have to say, Joe, tough conditions for a lightweight crew. Heavy headwind. I mean, that's a heavyweight's condition. So if you're this lightweight boat, you know, you're obviously not counting yourself out. You have all the confidence in the world to race these guys, but it's always a little bit harder for a lightweight crew just to get traction against a heavyweight team into a stiff headwind like this.
Yeah, so it's got a really nice battle between Syracuse and Brown, as you expect. But look, I mean, this crew from Princeton's not going anywhere, right? And look, we are going to talk about this guy a lot today, Coach Tiger Matt Smith, in his first year, being the head coach of the lightweight program, but obviously a Princeton coaching legend and plied a lot of wars on this body of water himself. So him and the veteran, associate head coach Dave Burke have to be really excited for what they're seeing, because to your point, Keenan, these conditions did not play in their favor given sort of the size advantage that these heavyweight guys have over them, right? So really, really good stuff from these guys. I mean, this is fun, man. You got nothing to lose if you're going out here in these guys, right? Let's throw a caution to win. Let's see if we can make some noise, and let's see if we can get some, people looking over at us, sort of missing a little bit of water, and make this thing interesting. But look, it's Cuse as we zoom in on that crew. Associate head coach Connor Walters has been a great addition to Dave's staff, and look, these guys are no strangers to putting their bow out in front. We saw such an impressive showing from their junior varsity this morning. Their 4V is following suit with their even-numbered counterpart and staying out in front of Bruno.
Yeah, exactly right. And take a look at this Princeton Lightweight 3V. They're hanging in there. I mean, it's close for sure. These guys, I think what they're lacking in size and, power, I think they make up for in grit. And these guys, they're racing on their home course, Joe. Let's not forget that. Princeton is not like losing on Lake Carnegie.
Well, they don't like losing any time, but yeah, this is they get up for being on their home course, I'll tell you that. And look, like I mentioned, it is a truly premier elite coaching staff between Coach Smith and Coach Burke. They've done this thing before together. They were assistants under Todd Kennett at Cornell, and so and then obviously have been sort of counterparts in the boathouse for a number of years. So couldn't have more respect for those two guys if I tried. Coaches and men, leaders of men, and they are leading their men into a really fun heavyweight battle here.
Yeah, they certainly are. It is Syracuse. Syracuse looking pretty confident. You got some big, powerful motors in that boat, and it's motoring them ahead of the competition. Brown trying to fight back. It looks like they sit up over that Tiger Lightweight 3V.
Yep.
But it's Syracuse. Syracuse holding off late charges from Brown. But remember, Brown, they fight in the middle of the course. They might not have the fastest start, but they grind for the next 1,750 meters, which is what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can't say enough about Coach Paul Cook and what he does year in, year out with his crews. Rufus Biggs, an assistant. They brought on Nick Peterson as the staff this year. But, just always a very, very physical, aggressive team. And, you can see that. I'm kind of looking at the 5-man here in that Brown crew, just sort of hammering it, really, really working hard. These are really impressive racers in terms of the intensity they bring. But this is fun to see the Tiger Lights keep contact here. Obviously, guest in this race, great mix of seniors and youngsters. You got Charlotte Cox driving the boat as a senior. They've had some solid wins to open up the season over Georgetown and Navy. They've got a really interesting fella in there, Peter Strakansky, a freshman in the boat, primarily a sculler from Slovakia. Mr. Strakansky, if you're listening, we appreciate you dialing in from over there. Your son is doing a really impressive job. Vince Mann in the boat as a junior. He'll be commissioned into the Department of Navy as either a Navy Marine officer upon graduation, as he's done different, officer trainings over the summers. So just
from one boat to another, Joe.
Yeah, really, really impressive.
We take a look here in the final 250, and it is the Syracuse Orange. They've led wire to wire. They've done a really good job taking on conditions, taking on a couple other fast 4Vs and 3Vs here. But, yeah, in impressive fashion, it's the Syracuse Orange through the line. They finish with an open water advantage over Brown. A few seats of open water. Brown able to hold off the Tiger Lights, that Tiger 3V that threw such a great battle out there. They were able to keep it within 4 seats.